This is IGN. Coming up, Xbox announces its February Game Pass Wave 1 lineup. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, The Last of Us Season 2 on HBO will feature content that was cut from the original The Last of Us Part 2 video game, showrunner and Naughty Dog studio head Neil Druckmann has said. Druckmann told Entertainment Weekly that pretty brutal content will be revived through the show, including some of the lost levels that were somewhat restored in the PlayStation 5 remaster of The Last of Us Part 2. These included 3 different early versions of scrapped levels, including Jackson Party, The Hunt, and Seattle Sewers. The Last of Us is returning for a second season in 2025, and we're finally starting to learn who will be joining the cast, playing some of our favorite characters from the second game in Naughty Dog's PlayStation series. It all kicked off with the big reveal that Booksmart's Caitlin Dever would be taking on the role of Abby, followed soon after that by the casting announcements of Jesse and Dina. There will be plenty more reveals as we get closer to the much-anticipated debut of Season 2, and we'll be updating as we learn more. For now, however, come check out who the new cast members are, who's returning, who may return, and who sadly appears not to be coming back at IGN.com. Next, it looks like Buffy might be slaying again at Hulu. Variety is reporting that a Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot is close to happening at Hulu, with star Sarah Michelle Gellar in talks to reprise her role as the vampire-slaying hunter. While the series will center around a new Slayer, Gellar would feature as a recurring character. In addition, Academy Award winner Chloe Zhao, known for her films Nomadland and Eternals, is in talks to direct and executive produce the reboot. Nora Zuckerman and Lila Zuckerman, meanwhile, will write and serve as showrunners to the show. Original series creator Joss Whedon is not involved in the reboot. No word yet on the plot details for the reboot other than the focus on a new Slayer and that it could feature Gellar reprising her role as Buffy. Buffy the Vampire Slayer ran from 1997 to 2003 over 7 seasons. And Nintendo has said it's ready to combat Switch 2 launch shortages and beat scalpers, declaring, "We are making preparations." Following the release of its latest financial results, Nintendo president Shintaro Furukawa was asked what it was doing to make sure the Switch 2 avoids the launch shortage issues the original Switch suffered back in 2017. "We will take all possible measures based on the experience we have accumulated to date regarding scalpers and the like," Furukawa said. "We are making preparations." So what could these preparations involve? Making loads of Nintendo Switch 2 units, it seems. Last year, Nintendo stressed the importance of manufacturing enough Switch 2 consoles to meet demand as a key tactic for beating the scalpers. When the Nintendo Switch launched back in March 2017, it suffered from a constrained supply, boosting scalpers who sold the console at inflated prices. But in July 2024, Furukawa said things will be different when it comes to launching the Switch successor. Nintendo plans a Switch 2 Direct for April 2nd, where it will reveal more. Nintendo will also hold Switch 2 hands-on events in cities around the world. Microsoft has announced the Xbox Game Pass February 2025 Wave 1 lineup. Out now is Far Cry New Dawn. In a post on Xbox Wire, Microsoft described the Ubisoft shooter as follows: "Dive into a transformed, vibrant, post-apocalyptic Hope County, Montana, 17 years after a global nuclear catastrophe. Lead the fight against the highwaymen as they seek to take over the last remaining resources." Today, February 5th, is a big day for Game Pass, with a number of additions to the Game Pass standard tier. Another Crab's Treasure, Iodine Chronicle 100 Heroes, and Starfield have all hit Game Pass standard. And here's a big one. Tomorrow, February 6th, Madden NFL 25 hits Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass via EA Play. Fast forward to February 13th, and Kingdom 2 Crowns makes a return to Game Pass via Game Pass Ultimate and Game Pass Standard. In Kingdom 2 Crowns, players must work in the brand new solo or co-op campaign mode to build their kingdom and secure it from the threat of the Greed. Experience new technology, units, enemies, mounts, and secrets in the next evolution of the award-winning MicroStrategy franchise. Then on February 18th, another big one. Obsidian's Avowed launches as a Day 1 Game Pass launch across Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. It's worth noting that Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass members can buy the Avowed Premium Upgrade add-on to receive up to 5 days early access. 2 sets of premium skins, and access to the Avowed digital art book and original soundtrack. As always, as new games hit Game Pass, existing games leave the service. You can save up to 20% off your purchase with your membership to keep these games in your library. Games leaving Xbox Game Pass on February 15th include A Little to the Left, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, EA Sports UFC 3, Indivisible, Merge and Blade, Return to Grace, and Tales of Arise. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcast through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.